You were born in 1860 Texas. Your first breath was a mix of dust, cow dung, and your mother's sweat. Your cradle was a Remington ammo crate. Your first toy was a gnawed-on coyote bone. Your father? He rode out with a herd when you were 3 and came back in the form of a bullet-holed hat and a pile of debt. By 5, you knew how to tell a rattlesnake's trail from a crack in the dirt. By 10, you realized the most important thing. This land doesn't feed you, it only takes. To survive, you had to become a part of it. Hard, dry, and merciless. Welcome to the Wild West. There are no movie sheriffs here. There's only heat that melts your brain and work that bursts your veins. Your gear isn't fashion, it's your armor and your prison. High-heeled boots. Material, leather, tough as the devil's own soul. Function, to keep your foot from slipping through the stirrup when your horse decides it's time to kill you. Comfort, minus 100%. Walking on flat ground is pure torture. You look like a ballerina with a bad case of rheumatism. Service life. Until the soul fuses with your skin, the Stetson hat. Sun protection, 90%. Water bucket, 100%. Style, the main sign that you're still a human being and not just a slab of beef jerky. Your pants are leather chaps. They smell like a wet dog. You need them so the cacti don't rip the meat off your bones while you're riding through the brush. You don't wash for months. Your scent could knock a bison flat from a mile away. Meet the Colt. Peacemaker, model 1873. 6 rounds of pure salvation. It's your wife, your conscience, and your final argument. You clean it more often than you clean your teeth, because if a grain of sand gets into that cylinder, you become nothing more than a very noisy corpse. The revolver. Speed, faster than your thought of death. Accuracy. If you aren't dead drunk, you'll hit a squirrel's eye. Weight, a kilogram of steel that drags down your belt and your soul. Next to it, in the scabbard, is the Winchester. .73 caliber. A tool for those who like to keep their distance. When it speaks, everyone else shuts up. You love it more than people. People betray you. A Winchester never does. Did you think being a cowboy meant duels at sunset? Forget it. Being a cowboy means 3 months in the saddle behind a herd of 3,000 head. You are a nanny. You are a babysitter for stupid, stinking, perpetually terrified horned beasts. Dust. It's everywhere, in your lungs, in your coffee, in your dreams. You sleep on the ground with a saddle for a pillow. If it rains, you're soaked to the marrow. If lightning strikes, the herd stampedes. Thousands of tons of living meat charging at you in the dark. Your job is to ride ahead of that avalanche and scream like a banshee, trying to turn them. One slip, one gopher hole under your horse's hoof, and they'll only find you by the scraps of your boots. Food? Your cook is a grumpy old man or a toothless drifter. The menu: beans, bacon, hardtack. Beans for breakfast, beans for lunch. In the evening, watery coffee, black as your sinful life. Your stomach has turned into a leather bag capable of digesting nails. It happened at the creek. You just wanted to water your horse. But 3 men in masks had other plans for your cattle. No long stares, no dramatic music, just a sharp crack that made your ears ring. A bullet whistled past your temple, grazing the skin. You fall from the saddle, shoulder slamming against the rocks, mud in your mouth. You draw your Colt. 3 shots. Your hand moves on its own. Smoke clouds your vision. 1 man is screaming, clutching his stomach. That's a slow death. The second lies quiet, face down in the water. The third rode off. You feel no triumph. You're nauseous from the adrenaline. You just reload the cylinder, wiping blood off your face with a filthy rag. You need to gather the herd. The dead can wait. The world has changed. Trains have arrived. Barbed wire has sliced the prairies into pieces. Your job isn't needed anymore. You're 40, but you look 70. Your joints creak like an ungreased stagecoach wheel. Rheumatism in every finger. You sit on the porch of someone else's farm in a cheap chair. You have no land, you have no home. Your wealth is a pair of spurs in a trunk and the scars on your back. Your children move to the cities to work in factories. They don't know what the steppe smells like before a storm. They don't know what it's like to be free and hungry at the same time. You die quietly. From a simple cold that your worn-out body couldn't fight off. They'll bury you on a hill without a cross, just under a pile of stones so the coyotes don't dig you up. What did you leave behind? Nothing, except a legend that they'll twist and lie about in the movies.